But I actually think the Hangzhou Spark is a team that, when you look at teams that potentially could cause upsets, right? Now, Gushui on the Winston, Shy on the Sojourn. Yeah, and Disruptor shot from Shy onto one side to try and force him to the other. And Gushui already in the window. Oh, that is a slide up to the high ground and a headshot right in Shy's face.
You just don't do that.
2 kills from Lip.
That's insane. That doesn't happen. I mean, you really expect a lot of Sojourn players to bide their time and, you know, no chance to build up that barrier yet.
Oh yeah, Gushui, the Primal Rage, who's trying to make a play for Lijigan. He actually ends up getting Izayaki, as I believe he teleports right to him, and he's going to get lit.
That's 2, the Primal Blade, that's why they call it that. Somehow able to find an inordinate number of kills from an ability in Overwatch 2 that really is used for disruption and sowing discord among ranks. Gushui, though, incredible juggling prowess displayed. And the Spark are going to get back in. They give up a lot of percentage in order to do this, though.
With that bubble, like splitting players off, still able to connect with everybody with the sound barrier.
They're trying to start the fight off on the Dragons' terms here, but he gets just clobbered by Shy. Primal Rage there from Gushui, again, gonna make it hard yet. Again, it finds another kill. Lijigan going down. The Dragons get to 99 though. Hangzhou want to hold on to what they have left as they're in a winning position here. Now they're back at 64 and counting for them. It's a long road to hope.
You see Gushui wanted to put that pressure and take out Izayaki, but didn't want to go right into the Reaper and still able to take him out and get out with his life as pushing on forward. Spark getting aggressive, and this is what I feel like they can really excel at against this strike.
Super Rich dying early in that first fight. Okay, so that was Gushui's start to the last fight. He dives in on Lim, and Izayaki's already going to be felt there by that disrupt the shot. Let her find very little value from the Death Blossom. Sound barrier owing to that in a big way, and Hangzhou just happened to have that come up at the right time. They're in charge now, and the Dragons are going to be forced back. Shanghai, again, the way they're playing these fights, Matt, right, using both their support.
And they backed off of it there for the Spark. I actually thought they could have used that sound barrier and really sort of juggle the point, where maybe you have Gushui just jump back in with the Primal Rage. He's going to use the Primal Rage. Their player down.
Going for the kills here, Gushui.
Everybody's so low, though.
Able to slip away, and somehow Gushui comes out with 2.
He is so good, bro.
Lijigan gets lit from Lim. His extremity is used as a club. Now as Gushui looks to follow up on that scary display. Hangzhou flipped the point back. Overclocks from both sides here. Both Sojourners trying to peer in for those picks, and Super Rich is down first. Hangzhou control the point here, but they might have to rely on Alpha Yi's Death Blossom if they can get him in position for it. Lip again, very slippery, hard to catch, and that Suzu's a second too late from Teru.
They finally do get a flip here as they'll take out Shy as he's just going to existent for a little bit. But this is also like this
on the point itself. Pleasantries exchanged by the Reapers here. Flatter forced to get away. Here comes both Kitsune rushes into a Maelstrom of Madness, and Alpha Yi comes out with 3. He explodes forward. Reminds me of the Beyblade days of old.
Take a look at this replay here. So, yeah, Lijigan tries to beat her and not able to get it off. That is
rush available here. Overclock from Lip could be around Ender. Fight very, very low tier force back. Here's the Kiriko ultimate, and Lip goes forward now. Where are the targets? Alpha Yi! Oh my gosh! You can't be serious! The Dragons are ready!
You're in a good spot with the Spark.
Teru, I think, says he's playing with house money because of his ability to switch step away, right? He finds like a couple headshot connections there, or at least puts like a mad heal pressure down on the Dragons early. That puts his team in a significant advantage. And the risk isn't that great for him, right? He can dash back to the rest of his team, rejoin them before the fight begins. Teru heading back to the rest of his team after his initial forays, once more probing for weakness. Wraithwalk used here, and yeah, there's that Primal Rage making it impossible for Shy to get away. So Fate gets one on the board there. Shanghai have the ultimate advantage to work with, and looks like the Spark may not be in a great spot to get use of it right now. That is that Kitsune rush, of course.
They haven't been on the point the entire time. Are you going to be able to come back?
Opposite number. Shy, disrupt the shot here. A lot of people have to play inside that one. I mean, rock meet hard place.
Right. Looks like a disruptor shot just on one side of the doorway.
As he tries to contest here. Death Blossom for Flatter is going to be huge. He needs to find a way to get in here, but they've already lost Fate. Is this going to be enough? Sound barrier there for the Dragons. And Flatter's at least able to find Super Rich here. Alpha Yi clinging on. He's able to find another. There's Flatter, and Teru is able to slip away at the last moment, but Flatter knew where he'd turn up. Shotgun to the back of the head, and now Alpha Yi has to try and stand and trade blows with Flatter. It's about buying some time here, but in overtime, the Dragons will scrape into the last phase of the map.
And that is back 10 seconds left here, and Gushui's going to have Primal. Nice disruptor shot, just slows down Fate and takes some of his health away.
5 seconds left. It's a long way to get back to the card. Look how far forward, Matt. The Spark have been able to push, and they're trying to make sure the Dragons can't slip through. No chance for Shanghai to get back to the card. Hangzhou astutely moved. Gushui able to play quite closely here, but he's still going to be staved off once more. Fate reasserts his position on the ball. Oh, Teru! He just dives in. Izayaki falls foul of a kunai to the head. Teru, I think, used Gushui to dive into that fight.
Where he was, yeah.
The guy is absolutely unhinged.
He is deep.
And he actually denied Fate away from playing from that balcony entirely just by walking up on him, and then he dropped down. Great way to open the fight. And the Dragons didn't have Kiriko ultimate up. They were at a distinct disadvantage.
And I love the route that Alpha Yi takes, like you mentioned, right? They rush down that staircase and like in that alleyway, and Alpha Yi actually comes from the opposite side.
Kiriko ultimate, and now Alpha Yi wants to make this even worse. Waiting for a Death Blossom opportunity now, and he gets him. Izayaki goes down. Huge opener there to the fight, and Hangzhou aren't done. The pedal stays on the gas right now. And Lip tries to float around that Winston bubble in the middle of the fight, but this is it. This is done. The Hangzhou Spark get it done, taking their second map in this series.
Starts to creep in.
Tsunair Rush comes up first for the Spark. Question will be how quickly they opt to make use of it. That's been answered now. Shy here trying to do a fake, goes into Primal, and he just juggles Shy up so Lip can pick him off. Clay pigeon shooting here for Lip, and he's found 2 back-to-back kills on both DPS on the side of the Spark. Leaves him looking a little toothless for the rest of the fight.
Yeah, and I was going to wonder, I was like, do you see them maybe try and fight this? Like, if Super Rich is able to get out. Behind them here. Really awkward spot.
Play here. A stall cart, save Primal maybe for buying time for Super Rich to return. Doesn't feel great either way. He's not really in a position to contest directly, and losing Terry here means just forget about it. Just forget about it. Tough one for Gushe. He really gets caught on the outside looking in there, Matthew.
Yeah, that was just, he gets like caught nothing. I mean, they're just going to try and play for OT at this point. Leda with the Death Blossom could just get everybody off of the car.
That's pretty big. The Sojourn plus a Lucio was enough to get the job done. Shanghai, they realize it, right? On the top of Big Earls, making it very hard to pick out any individuals. Okay, sound barriers now come out from both sides here. We've seen both Kitsune rushes so far. Gushui's Primal Rage, what does it yield for the Spark? It doesn't have to yield anything. That was
Flutter's Death Blossom as well. He doesn't even actually get through the animation. Like, the animation doesn't even like start as he gets taken out. So Izayaki will get a kill here on the exit, so to speak. But this should be the Spark, as Spark one last attempt here to get the payload moving.
9 seconds left, but it's Lee J gone and gets a little caught here. Fate has the double back as the numbers advantage starting to turn against the Shanghai Dragons. And they get the touch. There's no one in the vicinity either. How do the Dragons slow this down? Couple players maybe coming off respawn can slow this up, but 2 on the card for that time. Gives it a huge boost. Fleta may have to double back and face the music, and by music I mean the licking tendrils of the Tesla cannon. Gushui finds Fleta now, wants to chase him down, gives him a tase for good luck. And Izayaki has to Suzu himself to stay alive, but the Dragons, a key vulnerability exposed there, and the Spark get it over the line.
Here on out, no mistakes can be made. Alpha Yi up on the high ground.
That's a mistake!
So the huge pick off.
Blossom. How does that one smell? Dragons straight up in their spawn door there, and they are denied any access to the rest of the map. And the card is going to get home.
Finish with time. Oh, that is massive.
They can end things here. It's very doable. They have to double down and have a strong showing in this fight. No, and that's a great start. Lip is spelled already. Shy finds the perfect pick. Absolutely mount that one over the mantle. And the Hangzhou Spark put the Dragons to bed here, setting themselves up for a win condition. By no means a sure thing, but it's definitely possible. Lip being very cagey, not offering much of himself behind the sign of Big Earls at all. Shy forced doing a reload there. Fate redirecting the mid-air. Teru! It's Teru to find the pick on Izayaki. The kunais might be paving the way, but Fate's having to take Shy down. Alpha Yi's in there though, and he got a Death Blossom. There's no coming back from that. The Shanghai Dragons sent careening into the lower bracket. It's a clean 3-0 for the Hangzhou Spark.
And that is like best case scenario for the Spark, how they could